On the occasion of Women's Day, Nippon India Mutual Fund interviews its top women distributors for a property called She Has the Answers. Women in our society get asked some pretty disconcerting questions solely because of their gender. But the women who we interview today learn to navigate these questions in their pursuit to the rise to the top. With their wit and determination, they earn the respect of not only their peers, but also the opposite gender. Let's uncover the tenacity of each woman entrepreneur, how they push boundaries so everyone could say she has the answers. From Bangalore, we have Anuja Agrawal, who's a managing director and co-founder of Ascent. Born in the city of Hisar in Haryana, Anuja belongs to a family of lawyers. She has pursued her MBA in finance and marketing and also completed her master's in insurance from Haryana School of Business. She is a gold medalist and a university topper from her MBA batch. Anuja founded Ascent while managing her home and her two beautiful children. In today's interview, Anuja tells us how she navigated the questions about gender inequality she faced and reached the top in the mutual fund industry. Hi, Anuja. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Vyoma. How are you?
I'm good. Anuja, today's topic is She Has the Answers. This is to celebrate the stupendous journey you have had both as a professional and a fabulous woman achiever. We all get asked some pretty funny questions because of our gender. So let me ask you the first question. What were some of the most interesting questions you had to handle during your career?
So that's quite an interesting question, Vyoma, I must say. I would, as you introduced me, that I come from a family of lawyers. Although my family was quite educated, everybody, but I was the first woman to work in my family. So the questions of women, being a woman started from the day you born into those kind of families. And I'm talking about 20 years back, right? So I wanted to appear for IIMs, CATs, and my dad never wanted to go, send me out because he knew that if I appear for CAT, I would definitely be, getting selected out of it. But he was not ready to send me out. I got my first job with HDFC Bank, and he was the one who started telling me that I don't really need that job. Okay. So the first question that I really had to face, why do you want to work as a woman? For him, a woman can only do two jobs, which is one is a nursing career, two, if you're a good doctor, three, max to max a teaching job. And I was not interested in all three of them. So that was the first question I faced. And I really felt very difficult to answer that question at that point of time because it was against my dad. When I got married, thanks to my husband, he really supported. But yes, as usual, I was again the first woman to work in my in-laws' family as well. So I definitely had a lot of questions, but I come to my career as a matter of fact. When I joined Island FS Investmart, that was my company before I started this organization, I was probably the first woman to get into a sales job in that company. And surprisingly and very, very happily, I went for a relationship manager's job and I got a Karnataka head job in my interview. So, wow. I was the first women sales head who's heading Karnataka and later the South India. So total South India in the span of 2 years of my career with the Island FS. And I felt that men was not ready at all to take up women as somebody who was actually, I would not even say that I was heading them, but as a colleague who was growing better than them. So I definitely had lots and lots of career obstacles saying, my first question, my boss asked me, will you be able to travel? I mean, yeah, I'm capable of traveling, but you have a family. So the men do. I mean, nobody asks a man that why do you have to travel? Will you be able to travel? My husband has been traveling. He's in IT and he's been traveling in the last 18 years of my career with him. He has been traveling almost like 15 years. Nobody asked him ever, oh, you have a 1-year daughter. How will you manage leaving him? I said, how old is your daughter? I ended up asking, do you have a child? He said, yes. How old is your son or child? He said, 1 year. Do you have a doubt that you will be able to travel? I said, no. He said, then I don't have the doubt that I'll be traveling. And that day, yes, there was an extensive travel. My colleagues, yes. There was a huge difference. And I think the common problem that we all women has faced is, oh, you get a business because you're a woman. I think I hated this question the most because they've been, keep reminding me that uh, it is gender which is bringing the business. But I'm proud to say that it wasn't gender that was bringing the business to the organization. It was the capabilities of a person which was bringing the business. So the most weird question, even I still face today, a lot of people think that I'm successful because I'm a woman. And I'm proud to say that, yes, I'm successful because I'm a woman.
So next question I would ask you is, did you get better and better at handling these questions as you progress in your career? And when did this initial doubt that they had, when did it start converting into respect?
I would say, yes, I've started mastering that. I will talk about, of course, I started working in 2002, but 2008 was a crucial, 2006 to 2009 was a crucial year because 2009 is when I started off my own firm. When I started my firm, a lot of people again had doubts. Oh, being a woman, are you starting your own business? 2009, 1st September 2009, when the entry load regime has been moved out of mutual fund industry, I started my company. I was 8 months pregnant with my second child.
Wow.
And everybody had its own doubt. Why you want to start? I mean, you're good at business, right? You're good at job. You will not be able to handle the responsibilities of a business. But I think I come back from a business family, so that runs in our blood. And I really wanted to take that step forward to actually start. And I gave them that answer that I can actually start because I'm a woman. I know how to handle the risk in my life. I've taken the biggest risk of marrying a stranger and moving out of my own house and coming to somebody else. Why can't I take just the simple step of starting my own firm, right? So I believe women are the best risk takers in my life. And we succeed because we know how to, mold ourselves in each and every situation. Within a year of us starting this firm, rather 6 months, we were 100 crores plus as an AUM.
Wow, that's amazing.
And that's when we actually, people started looking upon us. And I felt really, I saw great difference the way the clients look you as one of the persons who is working in one of the biggest brands or somebody who's actually running its own firm. The kind of respect that you command in the market because you are an entrepreneur, you are the one who founded this firm, is humongous. And everybody starts looking at you in a very different, with full of respect.
Amazing. That's the end goal, right? In the end, that you wish that everyone respects you for the work you do. So that's really amazing. So the last question would be, what are the tips that you would like to share with other women entrepreneurs who are starting out in the mutual fund industry, and how can they get to be respected faster for their wits and achievements?
There are so many, but I start with first and most important thing is, as a woman, we all have empathy, right? Which I think we really use it as for our strengths. And in our own business that I'm in, although it's a number game, we all talk about returns, ratios, and multiple things with the clients. The most important thing that made me successful is empathy with the client, right? So if you put yourself in the client's shoes, understand, why is he looking to invest? What is the time frame? What is the importance of money that particular client has? What's the kind of emotional attachment that he has towards his goals, and able to empathize? I think you will be a wonderful wealth manager. Utilize that benefit to your advantage because you are a good empathizer. Understand the client's needs. We are a great multitaskers. Utilize all your benefits that you have, advantages which being a woman you get. I keep using the term to all my women employees, saying the biggest challenge is that we have to be the client has to be personal to us, but we have to make sure that we have to be personal to the client, but the client should never get personal to us. That boundary of walls we can have to create. So if you know how to handle that particular situation well, empathize with the client, definitely we have an advantage of the emotional connect and the financial numbers. I believe all women are good at financial numbers. So I think there is no stoppage of success for women, at least in our industry.
Yes,
people trust women faster, right? Because you can empathize them. Trust me. My clients trust me far better than any other one.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Anuja, for being a part of our show and for these amazing tips that you are giving for the viewers who are going to be watching this and understand from your life story and learn to deal with these and dodge these questions better in their life so that they can also achieve success. So thank you so much,
Thanks.
Anuja, for coming.
Thanks a lot, Yama. Thank you.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme related documents carefully.